Back to the Culture Call on Praise 93.3 with L. Spencer Smith. Our desire is to reach and empower the community by discussing a cross-section of relevant topics from various perspectives that are essential to its growth and interpersonal connections. Be sure to save our call-in number, 205-752-4800. Be sure to install the free Praise 93.3 app so you can send L. Spencer Smith a message or topic idea. Search for WTSK in your app store.
This is the world premiere.
Great morning, great morning, great morning, precious people. You know what time it is. That's right. It's another beautiful week right here on the Culture Call with L. Spencer Smith, right here on Praise 93.3. This is indeed what? The place where Tuscaloosa meets the world. So come on in. Take a seat. Relax. That's right. For the next 2 hours from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., I'm going to be talking a little bit about everything from society to sports, education to economics, and definitely from religion to relationships. And of course, as we always say, we are here to create a safe space. That's right. A safe space to have empowering, provocative, and sometimes controversial conversations. That's right. And guess what? You can call it and chat it up with me right here as we learn together on the Culture Call. Listen, it's another beautiful day, another beautiful week, and we are kicking it off. But here is what I need you to do if you have not done so already. Maybe this is your first time listening to me on Praise 93.3. Listen, welcome to the Culture Call. Here's what I need you to do, though. I need you to go to your app store on your phone. That's right, on your Apple or your Android device, and download our app, Praise 93.3 FM. That's right. Go ahead. It's a free 99 app. It costs you nothing. That's right. Go ahead and download it. And guess what? You can listen to us from wherever you are, all around the world. That's right. It doesn't matter where you are. If you have that app, you can hear all of the wonderful programming right here on Praise 93.3, and definitely you can hear the Culture Call, right? Good deal. Listen, I want to remind you, and many of you have been responding amazingly, but I want to remind you that you can definitely send your public service announcements and your events to culturecall.praise@gmail.com. That's culturecall.praise@gmail.com, and give me an opportunity to be your megaphone in the community. Allow me to let everybody know what's happening in your neck of the woods, in your church, in your organization, your sorority, your fraternity, your group, your music, whatever it is. We want to create traffic. We want the feet to come in, bodies to be in the chairs at your event. Yes, no one wants to put on an event and open up the doors and invest money and nobody show up. You know what I mean? So go ahead and send that in to me, and I'm going to let Lottie, Dottie, Soddy, Potty, everybody know exactly what's happening in your neck of the woods. You know why? Because we do it better when we do it together. Absolutely. And listen, I want you to save this number, as I always tell you, 205-752-4800, and call into the show. That's it, 205-752-4800. And you can call into the show, or you can go to that app once you've downloaded it, and you can look at the Culture Calls. Send me a chat. That's right. Send me a message on the chat. Let me know how you think, what you're thinking about the show. Am I doing a good job? If I'm doing a bad job, I know how to adjust it, but I want to hear from you. So whether you call me or whether you hit me up on the app, I will love it. Listen, I want to hear from you. So do me a favor. Hey, let's start off this week powerful. Sit back and relax. Grab you some coffee. You know how we do it. Maxwell House or Starbucks. Y'all know what I like. That's right. And then you can get some herbal tea, some chamomile if you're trying to chill out, or you can get some green tea if you're trying to perk up, get a little caffeine kick. And you definitely can always get some water, some alkaline water. That's right, at least 9.5 or something. Yeah, get something Essentia, something like that, to stir up, get down to that cellular level and detox that body from all that them chitlins and pork chops and macaroni and cheese and hopping, all that stuff that you've been eating this past weekend, right? And let's get into the culture. Man, so much is going on. I say that every day because I mean it. every day. There is something always going on. But I want us to focus and bring ourselves in this week, even as we start to regain some level of normalcy with the kids going back to school and you going back to work. Vacations well, we have one more week of vacation. That is Labor Day weekend coming up in September. But most of the vacations are over and we're settling down again and getting back into the routine. And I want to empower us. I want to engage us on a very important topic that's been on my heart and on my mind for quite some while. And I don't know if I'm talking to myself or I'm talking to you, or listen, how about we just talking to us, right? That's right. You might want to tell somebody they need to turn on the culture call because they don't want to miss this. We're going to be talking about patience today. Wow. That's right. Patience. Patience. P-A-T-I-E-N-C-E. Patience. That's right. See, we're going to be talking about that and how we can begin to maximize our energies, and maximize our strengths, maximize ourselves by learning how to adjust to time and wait and know how we should pace ourselves. You know, sometimes we can get up in the rat race of moving too fast. And I get it. I understand that you know, you feel this sense of urgency, and we all do from time to time. But there is a particular habit that we need to break when we try to become faster than the time, or faster than the appointed time for us to do a thing and to be a thing. You know, when you're talking about patience, it trends me to the word growth and maturity, that nothing just happens overnight. And I don't think people believe that, because in this hour of technology, in this hour of, you know, AI, artificial intelligence, in this hour, in this avenues of social media, it looks like, you know, one day this person is not there, the next day they pop on the scene, and then the next day they're bigger than life. And you're kind of wondering how in the world did that happen. And if you're not careful, it can put certain levels of push and, you know, pressure on you to move out of the realm of your own consistency and the realm of your own pattern and your own placement in life. You know, when you look at it, and especially as the older you get and you begin to look back and you begin to, you know, say, man, I wonder what I missed. And you start regretting. You will start regretting opportunities that you passed, or relationships that you didn't fortify, or, you know, just doors that you just didn't walk through. And then that regret begins to create anxiety, and that anxiety begins to trend to impatience and sporadic movements and just doing quick thinking without thought, without strategy, without development, without plan. And I get it all. I understand that. But what we need to understand is the text. Here I go using my text, because I think Monday is a good day. Today is a good day to use the text. Let patience have her perfect work, right? That means that patience is a working woman. Let me say that again. That patience is a working woman. Now, what in the world does that mean? Yeah, patience is a working woman. Number one, you can't beat a woman working. That when she's really, the whole object is that you get a picture of a woman that's really focused on where she's trying to go and what she's trying to do. And she's not rushing. She's taking her time to make sure, watch this, to make sure that nothing is missing, that everything is exactly where it needs to be, that all the materials are there, that it is very well prepared, that nothing is going to be, you know, she over prepares. That's what a woman does. I know that's what my mama did. That is what my wife does. They over prepare, right? Because, you know, the whole objective is it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it and then have to rush, you know? But what James was saying, he says, but let patience have her perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete and lacking nothing. There is something about patience that grows us up, patience that makes us mature, patience that prepares us and how to manage and be good stewards. Patience requires us to be self-reflective. It causes us to slow down and really understand what we are doing and why we are doing it. It's not just about the achievement with patience. Patience wants to make sure that when you get there, that you are ready, that you are entire, and that you're lacking nothing. You know, I travel a lot, and I have a bad habit of waiting till the last minute to prepare, right? And, or to pack my clothes. And every time I do that, I'm always leaving something. There's always something that I need that I leave. And I don't find it out until I need it. And if I had just given myself time, if I had just been patient, if I had just understanding, okay, if you got to leave on Friday, then you might need to start packing on Thursday morning or Wednesday evening so that you won't leave anything. Patience makes sure that you don't leave what you need on the journey. Patience makes sure that you have what you need to have while you're moving forward. Patience makes sure that when you get to the destination, that you are ready, that you are prepared, that you are able, and that you can be the best of who you are. It is in that rush, in that running, it's in all of that busy work that we oftentimes leave the very things that we need, right? And so patience as a virtue, patience as a source of strength and moral standing, is that I understand that my life is programmed divinely to arrive at certain places at certain times, having certain things, so that when I show up, I am my best self. That there is a danger in rushing. There is a danger in rushing to get to places, and you're not fully prepared. Everybody wants to be a star. Everybody wants to be on the platform. Everybody wants people to know who they are. They want to go where, like Cheers says, they want to go where everybody knows their name, right? I get it. They want prominence. Yeah. They want the million followers on social media. They want to sign autographs. They want to be on TV, right? And because of all of that, desire and passion, they never understand this, that it can quickly get lost, that no matter how much desire and passion I may have, if I try to achieve, if I try to arrive without understanding what patience is doing for me, which is growing me up, which is making me ready, which is maturing me, it's developing my character and helping me to understand my why, my intentions, the reasons why I'm doing a thing. If you move out of the realm of patience, and patience, sometimes people equate patience with timing. Patience includes timing, right? If you move out of that realm, what you will find is that, yes, you may get there. You may get on the platform. They may pass you the mic. You may get the position or the promotion. You may get all of these things. But what you will soon find out is that in order to get there, you had to do some lying on your resume. In order to get there, who did you have to step over? In order to get there, what did you leave undone? What is incomplete about you? What is not grown up or mature enough to handle the level of responsibility for the stages and the pages that you want to perform on? See, I often say that this whole axiom, it says, time waits for no man, but very few men wait their time. Let me say it again. Time waits for no man, but very few men wait their time. See, there's something about when you're watching somebody or you're looking at someone and you know that they may have gotten to a place too soon. And I know we celebrate that. A lot of times we celebrate that person's a pioneer, that person's a trailblazer. And they've got to wait years and years before people catch up, before the audience catches up. And I understand all of that. I understand that's how kind of innovation works, that we do things before time. I get it. Listen, I got it. I'm one of those people. But then there is a time when your passion can fuel you so very quickly that you forget about the needed and necessary stages of development and preparation and education and that you've got to wrestle with yourself and the immaturity and the offense You got to get your heart prepared because you got to put it in a place where you can be maximally used. You got to, there's so much self-preparation that you have to do. And patience allows you to work on you. Let me say that again. Patience allows you to work on you. Recognizing the areas where you still need to practice. Recognizing the areas where, that you might need a skill that you don't currently have. So you want to be there without the skill set that you need? The answer to that is no. Patience is a fundamental skill of growth, of personal growth, of corporate growth, of any kind of growth. Patience. It is the ability to look into the process and look back at yourself and say, you know what? I'm not ready yet. It says that, if I don't have it now, I don't need it yet. And while I'm waiting on it to come, I'm going to prepare myself to have it. Patience. Patience is that babies are not created in one day. Babies are created according to the time of life. And especially, when some people get pregnant, they're like, oh, I wish this would be over. It'll be over when it finished developing. It will be over. The labor is going to happen. The process will be done when what you're carrying is ready to watch, push itself out and live and breathe on its own. We have to end this whole idea of starting things and creating things and releasing things that cannot breathe on its own context. That, yes, you want to start the business, but did you do it too soon? Did you do it before you understood accounting and you understood, employment and you understood insurances and you understood taxes and all of the things that business people have to go through in order to have a thriving business? Or did you just want your name on a restaurant or on the side of a truck? Patience. Yeah. I know you want to be in the pulpit now, but yeah, are you sure you want to do that? I know people are lauding and applauding and telling you that you got a preacher head and you got a preacher's voice, but have you developed a preacher's heart? Have you developed a preacher's positioning and humility? Have you developed an ear of prayer? Have you developed all of that? First, correct study habits. Do you know the difference between homiletics and hermeneutics, eisegesis and exegesis? Do you understand systematic theology? Have you adequately prepared yourself, or are you just ready to get up in somebody's pulpit, grab a mic, grab your ear, and holler? Any all right, or say yes? See, all of these things take time, patience, right? And I know it takes time, but what are you doing with that time? Are you patient with that time? Or are you full of anxiety? Are you frustrated because you're paying so much attention to time that you're not paying enough attention to you? Yeah, patience. I'm going to keep saying that word over and over until we hear it in the right way. Patience. I know you want to be a superstar. I know you want to be a singer. But do you know what it's going to take? It takes more than just grabbing a mic. I know you want to be an artist and you want to sell millions of records. Yeah, I get it. But do you know the business aspect? Do you understand PROs? Do you know the difference between a publishing royalty and a mechanical royalty? Do you have proper management? Do you have proper breathing skills? Do you know how to operate on stage and how to operate in the studio? See, all of that is the development. That's the stuff that you got to work on. And that's why that patience is the distance between timing and your personal growth. Yeah. Distance is that time, patience rather, is that distance between timing and your own personal growth. Because you can get there too soon and not be developed. You do understand that you can get there. Yeah, you're there, but you're not ready. You can get there and you're not prepared for your moment. Were you supposed to be there? Absolutely. Just not so soon. Just not overnight. just not without preparation. You were supposed to be ready. And so I want to talk to all of you, Culture Call, who are listening to me this morning that feels that level of anxiety. Oh, I got to get there. I got to get there. I got this. I got that. And really what you need to understand is patience, because patience will make sure that you don't burn out. Matter of fact, patience will make sure that you're not burned out when you get there. Patience will pace you. P-A-C-E. Patience will pace you. Patience will set you in the framework of time that's going to produce for you. Right? Patience is going to help you be mindful of the little things that right now you might be overlooking. Patience is going to work so hard to pull you back and say, hey, wait a minute, calm down. You live in a state of anxiety. You live in a state of hurry up, God, do it. And he says, hey, I know what I'm going to do when I'm going to do it. But patience is for you. Let patience have its perfect work. Yeah, because I'm growing something in you. I'm not just trying to give you a platform. I'm not just trying to give you the career you desire. I'm not just trying to give you the love of your life. But if I gave you those things, are you ready for them now? Would you be ready to maintain them? Oh, I know you want that house now because you're tired of living in that 2-bedroom apartment. But do you understand there's a difference between rent and mortgage? Do you understand that, yeah, you're going to have to fix the stuff. You're going to have to cut the grass. Do you understand all of the things that go with having a home? Have you researched it? Have you prepared? Have you? Seriously. You know, it takes a while for you to really break that understanding in your mind and become a thoughtful individual. Thinking about the process, thinking about what it's going to take to maintain. See, here's the thing. I tell people this all the time, and I'm not going to turn this into a preacher moment because I promise you I'm not. But the issue is not can God bless me. The issue is can you keep it? Try it again. It's not can God bless you? Can I get it? The issue is can you keep it? Oh yeah, you can get the car, but can you keep it? Yeah, you can get the house, you can get the relationship, you can get married, you can go to the courthouse today and get you a boo. But are you prepared to meet the qualifications and the requirements of the vows? Right? See, patience teaches you how to work on you. Patience is not just you sitting there, waiting on something to manifest. That's torture. Patience is not just you walking around in a circle. See, the children of Israel were not walking around in a circle. Absolutely not. I mean, they were just walking around the circle because they hadn't developed what they needed to develop to be able to move into promise. And so right now you have to ask yourself, am I just walking around the circle and I'm not getting myself ready? You're so busy waiting for a door to open. You're so busy waiting for somebody to recognize you. But if they did, are you ready? Are you sure? Have you been allowing patience and development and growth and maturity to make you prepared? Yeah. I'm ready. I am, Bishop. I'm ready, L. I'm ready for another man. Are you sure? Are you sure? Because you still got triggers from Robert inside of you. You still got triggers from Leroy inside of you. And here the new man comes just trying to establish relationship, and every relationship goes through developmental stages and ups and downs. But because they pressed the button, that's not really the new guy. That's Leroy and that's Robert. You ain't been delivered from them. You haven't grown out of them. You still mad at them. Have you taken that time while you're waiting on another man? Can we get another you, please? Yeah. Can you give yourself a renewed you? A healed you? A whole you? Can we get a you that has a different perspective? Yeah. a different perspective on life? Have you changed your perceptions yet? Are you still negative Nancy? Huh? Are you still negative Ned and everything that comes out of your mouth is negative, and yet you want all of these positive things to happen to you and you're like, hey, I'm ready for it. No, you're not. I'm here to tell you the truth. Yeah, you're not ready for it. Preparation lies within the activity of patience. Patience. Yeah. Just be patient. Oh, you just asked me to do an excruciating thing because I want it now. You know, one of my favorite movies growing up was the movie, and still is, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And that one of those characters, was Veruca Salt. You know, Willy Wonka sent out these golden tickets so that children could visit his chocolate factory. And there was one girl that was named Veruca Salt. And she saw the goose making the golden egg. And she was just screaming to her father, I want it now. I want it right now. You know, she wanted everything she wanted now. As a matter of fact, if you think about all of those characters, all of them wanted what they wanted except Charlie. All of them wanted what they wanted when they wanted it. And who doesn't? Who doesn't want what they want when they want it? But guess what? That's not a way to live a healthy and a whole life. That some things takes time. Some things are going to take time. And that time, come closer, is designed, come closer, even closer, to work in your favor. Why are you in such a rush to get there? Do you even know what there is? Yeah. That you're so in a rush to get there that you don't know, you haven't tapped into your calm. You haven't tapped into your peace. You haven't really evaluated, the things that really make you, because you're so ready to get there. And then what are you going to do when you get there? Especially when things get rough, because guess what? Things going to get rough when you get there. Winds are going to blow when you get there. This is the place you said you wanted to go? Bills are still going to need to be paid when you get there. That place that you're so impatient about that you just got to have it tomorrow? Well, when tomorrow comes, the book says tomorrow's got enough trouble and enough situations going on in itself. So when you get there, you're not avoiding it. You're just going to run up into, watch this, the situations, conditions, and the circumstances of that level. This is why a lot of the older folks used to tell us, for every new level, there's a new devil. Y'all have heard that before. I know you have. Absolutely. And so what are you doing? In the meantime, patience makes you address your in the meantime. Yeah. We're going to have a good time today. That's right. Patience makes you stop and say, what about me in the meantime? What about me is not ready yet? Have you had that conversation with yourself? I'm talking to all of your culture call. Have you had that? I'm just not ready. And watch this. Patience identifies that place inside of you where you begin to respect preparation, where you begin to respect timing, where you begin to respect your own personal process. Stop looking at other people. Stop looking at how they're there already. Stop equating yourself or evaluating yourself and or measuring yourself by their performance and their place and their platform. Stop doing that, because it's torture. Because just because they're there now does not mean that you're ready for that. Because that's a different level. A totally different level. And you got to be ready to manifest on that level. You got to be ready to live on that level. You got to be ready to operate on that level. And before you get there, God has given us all a process called patience. Whether you want to call it wilderness, whether you want to call it, testing, doesn't matter what you do. There is a process called patience, a process called wait. And all of us have to matriculate through it successfully in order to maximize who we are and not burn out before we get there. Listen, that's my centering moment for this morning. Yes, this is the Culture Call with L. Spencer Smith right here on Praise 93.3 FM. You've got something to do today, and that is to tune in right here and keep it locked. Don't miss it.
This is the world premiere.
And we are back right here on the Culture Call with L. Spencer Smith on Praise 93.3 on this beautiful day. It's supposed to be a hot one this week, y'all. So make sure you take care of yourself. As I always instruct you, go ahead. If you got to be out in the sun, get you some sunblock, get you a cap or a hat or sombrero, something you need to have on and protect yourself. Absolutely. This is supposed to be the hottest week of the summer. Meteorologists have already predicted that. So please make sure that you take care of yourself, right? Good deal. Stay hydrated too. Stay hydrated. Take you some water or some Gatorade, Powerade, whatever that is. And coconut water is really good for hydration. Make sure you keep that on hand. Listen, we're talking about patience this morning, how to avoid burnout in your life, how to maximize your energy. And I know our centering moment was heavy. Yeah, I get it, because I want to bring us into the space, Culture Call, that we begin to understand, timing, and we begin to understand growth, and we begin to understand maturity and development. And have you ever seen someone who's gotten to a position and you're like, my goodness, how in the world did they get there? And or they're really emotionally unstable, and yet they hold this position, and yet they, on this platform, and you're trying to figure out how in the world that they get there. See, let me say this. Arriving to a particular place. Here's why patience is important. Because arriving is not the ultimate goal. Getting there is not the ultimate goal. I want to say that, because some people will think, well, I just got to get there. If I can just get there, if I can just do this, and if I can just do that. And they start measuring their success by the arrival to a particular destination, when in fact, that's not true. The ultimate is arriving, yes, but being prepared, being the best person that you can be, having all of your working on your flaws, being matured, being ready for the moment, being complete, being the solutions and not having so many questions when you get there. That there's somebody you've got to be. There's not just some place you have to be, but there's someone you have to be when you arrive. The text says, our gifts, will bring us, before great men. Yeah, our gifts will bring us before great men, bring us in the room of great people, of people who can make decisions, of people who are, world changers and who have opportunities, who are gatekeepers. Yeah, our gifts can definitely make room for us. But here's the deal. Your gift can get you in the room, but your character is what will keep you in the room. And if you're focusing on just working on your gift, please work on your gift now. We want you to be talented when you get there. But if you're only working on your gift, but you're not working on your character, you're not working on those things that people will engage outside of your gift, then you're not ready to be in great rooms. And you got to be careful, because a gifted person that is not grounded will get into a room and mess it up. Will mess up the opportunity, will spoil the whole, the whole platform, that will make people who should have been blessed, by their lives, not even want to see them again, because their character is off-putting. Listen, I deal with people and I study people context. And I've been in the room with amazing people. Yeah. People who are global, people who are international. I've been in those rooms. Not going to call any names. And we love what they do. We love how they sing. We love how they preach. We love how they, do what they do on the stage. But when you engage them outside of that, what you find, watch this, is that all they are is gifted, but they are not developed. They spent years perfecting their craft, but they've not spent any time perfecting their character. They don't know how to treat people. They don't know how to talk to people. Yeah, they're arrogant, they're prideful, they're conceited, right? You feel so disempowered when you leave their presence. And you're trying to figure out, I can't connect the two. Well, I can tell you how. Is that their gift got them in the room, that their character, you know, when their character was not developed and their character was left out, or even if the character was even on the plane when they came, you know? And now you're sitting there like, I hate that I brought this person. I hate that I'm sitting in the room with this person. And it breaks the fact that you had admired that individual, but now you no longer admire them because their character is so off. Can I tell you what? Somewhere down the line, they broke patience. Something in that moment where they were supposed to be self-developing. Yeah. Something in that moment when they were supposed to be, you know, working on themselves, being introspective, working on the internal things that go on inside of them, they didn't do it because they were so busy working on that gift. They were so busy working on that talent that, yeah, I can see patience didn't have its perfect work, completing whole work. See, patience you can manifest patience and it can be partial. What does that mean? Partial patience is when you're developed in one area in time and you're not developing in another area, right? And so, but what the text says is patience has to have a perfect work. The issue is so that you can be entire. That when I'm not on the stage, I know who I am. When I'm not performing, I know who I am, right? That patience helps you to become a total person. A well person, not just well adjusted, but a well person, a healed person. That's what patience does. Patience slows you down, not time. Patience slows you down so that you won't leave anything about yourself uncovered or leave anything about your undeveloped self unstrengthened, unprepared. Yeah. Patience wants to identify that area in you that, yes, if you got in that room, this will be the thing that gets you kicked out. Patience wants to ensure your longevity. Patience wants to work on your emotional well-being. There are some rooms that you cannot, let me say this, not just some, most rooms that you cannot walk into and have your temper tantrum because you can't get your way. There are some rooms where you have to comport yourself and you have to have the mental and physical discipline to be able to shut your mouth. Even when your supervisor is on a rampage. See, because I know it. Ain't nobody going to talk to me like that. Ain't nobody going to think about it. Ain't nobody going to say, okay, good. But what patience does, patience will develop that thing inside of you that says, you know what? Just be quiet. Let them get that out. That they're having a moment, because patience will teach you you're not the only one that can have a moment. Patience will teach you how to preserve your position. Patience will teach you how to preserve your place, even in tumultuous situations, right? It will protect you from that emotional anxiety and that emotional flippancy where you always have to say something and you always have to have the last word. Because, of course, ain't nobody going to get over on you. I get it. I understand. But what patience will do in that development process, patience will allow you to learn lessons at its least cost. Talk in here. Patience will allow you to learn life lessons when it costs you the least. See, that's why nobody don't know you now. That's why it seems to be a silent season right now. Right? That's why it seems like you're in the wilderness right now. That's why it seems like nobody's recognizing you and everybody's overlooking you now, because patience is trying to get you to develop yourself at the lowest cost. Because there is a season in your life that's going to come up where you do it or where you get to a place and a promotion and an elevation and a platform and your undeveloped self shows itself, then it will cost you too much to learn that lesson. Right? See, life is a great teacher. Experience is a great teacher, but wisdom is the best teacher. Now, here is the unfortunate thing, though, that wisdom can be found in patience, but it is very often not found in patience. Wisdom is often found in experience after the mistake is made and after the fall is done and after the loss happens. Then, now I know how to act. But wouldn't it be good that patience can teach you that on the front end when it don't cost that much? Listen to me, Culture Call. The lessons of life will cost you. And you determine how much it costs you. It can cost you $1 or it can cost you $1 million. And that decision is contingent upon how you work with patience. Patience works so much so that you, watch this, y'all, that you won't embarrass you. Ain't that something? Patience will help you not embarrass yourself. Patience will literally talk to you and say, hey, let's get this together. The reason why I'm not letting you, why you're not going out now, the reason why you don't have this yet is because of that. Because of this emotional instability, because of this impulsiveness you already have. Yeah, because of your negativity. So let's work on that. And patience won't tell anybody about it. Patience will just allow you to work that thing out. Patience will work it out. Let patience have its perfect work. Patience will scrub. Patience will point out. Patience will rebuke. Patience will instruct. Patience will correct. Yeah. Because I'm working on me. I'm working on me. Yes, I'm not only working on my craft, I'm not only working on my skill, and I'm not only working on my gifting, but I'm working on me. You know? And one of the things that you've got to do is allow that season of patience to develop inside of you a sense of calm and inner peace. Yeah. That nothing frazzles you. Nothing stirs up your generational family temper that y'all just go off and y'all just tear up the joint. You know? That you get, real ghetto and alley in the street and you hollering at the school teacher and you going to this place hollering at your boss, hollering at your coworkers and everybody got to duck when you walk in the room. Because they don't know how you coming. Because you didn't allow time and patience to develop you out of learning how to maintain your cool, maintain your calm, giving you a sense of inner peace, knowing that everything works by a process. Absolutely. So, no. Patience says, let's deal with that. Because if I don't deal with that, you're going to get in a fight in the street and you may not survive. Patience says, hey, deal with this for a minute. Well, that's just how I am. Somebody mess with me, I'm going to punch him in the face. Okay. If that's the case, then if that's where you are and if that's how you determine to live your life, then maybe this broadcast patience is not for you, but it is for you because I'm telling you, if you go through life like that, you're going to miss amazing opportunities. You're probably going to end up in jail, arrested. You're never going to have any productive relationships. And if you keep doing that, you may not end up seeing the fullness of the rest of your life. Patience preserves you to experience the best of what God has planned for you. Try it again. Patience preserves you to experience the best that God has planned for you. So let patience work. Let patience work. Yes, that's what the delay is about. The delay is development. You're moving too fast. You're moving too soon. If you get that now, you won't keep it. If you get that now, you're going to mess it up. If you get her now, you're going to break her heart. You're going to cheat on her if you get her now. The marriage is not going to last if you get her now. Sir, because you haven't worked on that thing inside of you. You're so busy making excuses. I'm just a man. That's what men do. No, that's what my daddy did, what my uncle did. Okay, great. I got all that. But no. The one that is coming will not tolerate that. So you need to work on you to make sure that you are ready to have a relationship where you can be that person's number one and that person can be your number one. Yeah. Ma'am, you're not ready yet. You're not ready. Come here. You're not ready. You're not. Well, he got to take me as I'm all. You got to take me as I am. Oh, really? So who's taking you already then? Since they got to take you as you are, who's taking you already? Nobody. Because you know what? Patience says when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Because the patience will show you yourself in a mirror. Yes, it will. Patience will say, well, this, if you be honest with yourself, see, this is why you don't have this. This is why he ain't coming. This is why no. This is why all the guys ask all your friends and you still by yourself. Solitary Sally. That's why. Right? That's why. That's exactly why. You've not finished being single. Yeah. You've not finished being single. You're not even enjoying being single. How can you even help anybody? If he brought someone, could you help him? Right. Are you that woman that can help, or are you that woman that needs help? That part. You see what I'm saying? See, patience preserves you to be the best you can be when it is your time. And guess what? Your time is happening. Your time is coming. It's almost time for your season for you to sprout up. And the question becomes, when you sprout up, are you ready to bear fruit? Or like that fig tree, you got a whole lot of leaves, but upon deeper inspection, you have no fruit. You have nothing to sustain anyone else. The leaves are to protect you, yeah, but the fruit is to sustain someone else. Are you ready to accommodate that in your life? That part. Yeah. Are you ready? Can you handle that responsibility? And if the answer is no, be honest with yourself. Don't lie to you. Now, you can lie to everybody else, but don't do that either. Don't lie. Definitely don't lie to yourself. You know when you're not ready. I know when I'm not ready for a thing. I know it. And I said, okay, L, you got to slow down. You're not ready. You don't have that. You don't have this ready. You don't have that ready. You don't have this ready. No, you're not ready for that. You've not rehearsed that. You're not practiced that. You've not looked at that text enough. You're not ready for this. You're not. And I have to restrain myself because there's something in me say, hey, go get that. Go get it and get it now. So you can show people, so you can post it on social media. So you can, so everybody can post up and congratulate you. But why congratulate you for something that you're going to lose? Because you're not prepared to handle it, because you've not let patience have its perfect work. Patience preserves you so that in time you can present the best you that you are. Let patience continue the work. Some are listening to me right now needs to let patience start because you got to get there. Listen, this is the Culture Call with L. Spencer Smith right here on Praise 93.3. So much to do. I know you need a little piece of meat. Get some bacon, some eggs. Yeah, get your piece of toast. Get you some coffee. Get hydrated. But stay tuned. Don't miss it.
This is the world premiere.
And we are back. This is the Culture Call with L. Spencer Smith right here on Praise 93.3. It's the top of the hour, 11 a.m. and some change. That's right. On this hot day. Beautiful, but it is hot, y'all. Here in Tuscaloosa. Absolutely. I need you to protect yourself today. Again, the weatherman says this is going to be the hottest week of the summer. Degrees up to 109? Are you serious? Oh my goodness. Lord, whatever you cooking, it's done. You hear me? Whatever you are cooking, it is definitely done. Listen, I just want to encourage each and every one of you, as I always do during this summer, especially in this heat, stay hydrated. Get you a big hat, if you can. If you got to be outside, put on your sunscreen. If you don't have to be outside, stay inside. That's right. Everybody's talking, but we outside. No, no, not with this volcano shining up in the air and all that in the sky. Yes, and it is hot. So please, ma'am, please, sir, be very, very careful. Want to make sure that you take care of yourself. Listen, got a couple of community announcements, and want to bring to you the community food pantry sponsored by Tuscaloosa's One Place. It begins this Friday, August 25th, beginning at 10 a.m. That's right, beginning at 10 a.m. It's on a first come, first served basis, and it is free, a community food pantry. So if you need to get some groceries or whatever you're needing in terms of food and nourishment, yes, go to Tuscaloosa's One Place at 810 27th Avenue in downtown Tuscaloosa. They will have it there for you. That's this Friday, August 25th, beginning at 10 a.m. The community food pantry sponsored by Tuscaloosa's One Place. And of course, coming this Sunday, August 27th, is the Growth, Success, and Empowerment Seminar. That's right, the Growth, Success, and Empowerment Seminar. You do not want to miss it. That's right, led by some of Tuscaloosa's leading entrepreneurs, and they're going to be having a wonderful event, a red carpet event, giving information, insight, meeting you, directing you into a particular areas where you need to go. If you're an entrepreneur or creative or someone that's really wanting to establish business, yeah, this is the place to be. August 27th, Tuscaloosa River Mart. Only 200 seats are available, so you need to go ahead and get that. That's right. You need to go ahead and get that. It's sponsored by D. Banks, Erica Grant, Leonard Jones, Cassius Lanier, Councilman Cassius Lanier, and Sean Love. You do not want to miss it. That's this Sunday, August 27th at Tuscaloosa River Market. That's what you want to do. It is a kind of a high fashion event, but not black tie, but definitely it's not a jeans and t-shirt kind of event. So dress up. That's right. Come to do business at the Growth and Success Empowerment session this Sunday. And of course, the Sickle Cell Association of West Alabama wants to invite you walking with warriors on September 16th. 2023, September 16th, 2023, from 8 a.m. to 12 noon at Northridge High School, 2901 Northridge Road, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. They want you to be out there with Walking with the Warriors. They also have, if you go to their website, they have, which is the Sickle Cell Association of West Alabama. They have a place where you can donate. You can sponsor a team. Definitely want you to do that and help. They're partnering with the United Way, and it's going to be an awesome, awesome event for the Sickle Cell Association. That's right. Two of my beautiful children have been overcoming sickle cell, and I plan to be out there. It's going to be a wonderful day. You do not want to miss it. Please, ma'am, please, sir, support the Sickle Cell Association of West Alabama and come out to the Walking with the Warriors September 16th from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. And then, of course, our very own Rodney Hyde, that's right, of High Expectation, is presenting a fashion night out in Paris. That's right, fashion night out in Paris, and that's September the 30th. That's right, September the 30th. So you got to come out dressed to impress. Yeah, go ahead and get your tickets. It's at the Bryant Conference Center. That's right, 240 Paul W. Bryant Drive in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. There's a red carpet event, starts at 6 p.m. The show begins at 7. You need to make sure that you are there. General admission is $35 and VIP is $50. Definitely do not want to miss that. That's right. And then let me backtrack all the way up. This Saturday, August 26th at 8 a.m., the Child Abuse Prevention Services of Tuscaloosa presents their 30th annual golf tournament at Tall Pines Golf Course in Woodland Forest. If you want to be a part of that, I need you to call the board president, Terry Banks, at 205-310-3255. Want to make sure you're a part of that, because that, again, goes to a great cause, and that is to help prevent child abuse and child neglect. That's right. That organization makes sure that it does that. And so, yes, bring out you and 4 or 3 other partners if you can play golf. If you can't play, we want you to be a part of that this Saturday at the Tall Pines Golf Course in Woodland Forest, this Saturday, August 26th at 8 a.m. That's right. That's right. That's right. You know what? We do it better when we do it together. So be a part of all of those events. A lot going on in Tuscaloosa. Want to remind you again, if you have an event that you want people to participate, thank you guys for showing up yesterday for our Represent Sunday, where our church partnered with Stillman College to make sure that the students will have all that they need, partnering with student services there, making sure that we have baskets and all of that, provide scholarships, all of that. Thank you so much for you all who came to the Impact Nation on yesterday. But again, if you have any kind of announcement that you want to announce, culturecall.praise@gmail.com. Again, that's culturecall.praise@gmail.com. That's right. Send it out. Send it to me, and I can read it. Some of you are tagging me on Facebook. We'll try to accumulate those or curate those and put them into the community services announcement. It's easier, to email it to me, then I can just kind of switch it up and make sure that it's in a part of the show. But nonetheless, I want to hear from you, because if it's great, I want to talk about it. Let me say it again. If it's great, I want to talk about it, and I want people to come and show their faces at your event. Can we do that? Absolutely, you can. Thank you guys so very much. Listen, today we are definitely talking about patience. Now, by a show of hands, I know I can't see your hands, y'all, but by a show of hands, witness to your own self, right? How many of you need to work on that area of patience? That anxiety drives your life, right? That I can't wait, I'm ready for it now, kind of takes the steering wheel and just leads you on a journey, right? Yeah, I get it. All of us do it from time to time. And when impatience becomes habitual, you got to watch it, because it starts affecting the whole of your life, spirit, soul, and body. That certain conditions, nervous conditions, blood pressure conditions, it starts working on your internal organs. When you dwell in impatience and anxiety, it's not just in the mind, it's not just in the psyche, it's not just in the soulish realm, but it has an effect on your body as well. And so patience begins to be very important to us, right? Patience helps us to learn how to breathe. Yeah, not just inhale and exhale, not just the simple breathing, but learns how to breathe in the goodness, inhale the goodness, and exhale all of the stress and all of the strife and all of those different kinds of atmospheres that have a tendency to get into our lives that we don't know throughout the day, right? Patience allows us to take the long way home, to just kind of detox and just kind of, dismantle all of the things that we've had to do the entire day. Patience allows you to start thinking about what you want and what you see yourself doing and being, and where you are on this journey called life. Patience allows you to appreciate every part of this journey. Every part, right? That, yes, patience not only teaches you to appreciate the fragrance and the red of the rose, but it also teaches you to appreciate the stick of the thorn. Let me say that again. That patience not only teaches you how to appreciate the red rose and the fragrance thereof, it also teaches you how to appreciate the thorn. That the thorn, too, serves a purpose. Patience makes you slow down and say, hey, maybe this is not a good time. Maybe I'm doing things too much. I've got too much on my plate, more than I can eat. And patience will say, okay, help take that off. Take that off. Patience is not a sideline player. Patience has to be sidelined. Let me say that again. Patience has to be sidelined. You got to go tell patience, I don't want you in my life. I don't want to. No, I got someplace to go, and I got something to do, and I got something, somewhere to be, and I'm getting older, and XYZ, and all of that. And you start moving faster. And patience says, yeah, but your gas tank is almost on empty, and you've not stopped to refill yourself. You've not stopped to the gas station to relieve yourself. You've not put anything. You've just been driving, trying to get there because everybody else is there. You see other people have it, and I got to have it. And so you've been driving, not recognizing that little yellow light, that little yellow or red light that says, we need some fuel. You about to burn out. You're about to burn out. Because you're moving too fast and you're not checking on yourself. You're not checking on the things that really matter. See, what patience helps us do, it works on our decision making. It allows us to think more clearly and to make better choices. Patience, because I'm not in such a rush. I'm not controlled by anxiety and the franticness that's happening around me. See, because when we rush or act impulsively, we overlook important details, or worse yet, we make hasty decisions that we later regret. Yeah. See, because understand this, patience is not procrastination. Procrastination is the waste of time. And then you're trying to rush in an anxious moment to get it done because you're close to a deadline. But what patience is, patience paces you far enough and says, you know what? We got to be here in October. So let's take it one day at a time. No, don't measure yourself by the other person. Don't measure yourself by the other pace of other people. You've got a race to run. You've got somewhere to be. And you got to take your time. Patience starts teaching you lessons each and every day in each and every segment of the journey. It gives us the space and the time to consider all the options and then make thoughtful decisions. Patience will allow you not to miss a thing. Patience. It's like buying the first car you see and you're on it and you're so happy to get a car that you don't even check the warranty. You don't even understand that right up the road, if you had just been patient, right up the road, there was something on sale. Yeah. That a month later, that they're having a big rebate on the same dealership you bought the car from. They didn't slash their prices 30%, but no, you just had to have it now. But patience is that inward check that says, not today. And you got to stop feeling guilty about giving yourself the proper time to prepare, the proper time to discern, the proper time to discover, to weigh all of your options. Don't feel guilty about that. Patience is teaching you a lesson. Yeah. Patience helps you even establish better relationships. That you're going at a pace where you're trying to develop a strong relationship. I'm not just trying to get here. That's what's going on today. And when I talk to a lot of people in relationships, I'm like, why'd you say that? That's moving too fast. Son, why'd you ask her that? You're not ready for that. Man, listen, time is wasted. I ain't got time. I got to figure. Bro, really? Really? What's her last name? What's her mom and them name? What's her dad's name? Are they still living? Where does she come from? What's her background? Yeah. What does she want to do in life? Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Okay, well, sir, why are you asking marriage questions already? Why are you asking, how many days you gonna cook? How you keep house? You're not even ready. Why? See, when you're patient, It causes you to walk in a place of intentionality. It's crucial to building and maintaining a healthy relationship. Why are you going so fast? Why? Yeah. You're so fast. It helps you listen. Ask questions and listen. It helps you keep your mouth closed and let them express themselves. Let them express their hearts. Here's what I know. If you allow sometimes patients to hush you up and to discipline your mouth, they might answer the question that you really want to ask. If you just give it some time, right? See, because you got to have time to understand somebody else's perspective, because guess what? Nobody's getting in a relationship just to do what you want them to do. Yeah. She ain't marrying you just to, have your kids cook your meals and clean up your house. Yeah. He not just marrying you so he can just take you to the mall and give you money to do your hair and nails. No, that ain't what he's trying to do. That is not, no. You got to know what that person is about. And patience will teach you that. I'm going to take my time. And I think sometimes we don't understand that patience will help you, if you let it. Hear me now. If you let it, patience will allow you to back out of a thing before you get too invested. If you move too fast, then you figure out you're too invested, and now you're in a conflict of trying to figure out, how can I put this car in reverse? No, you done parked it in the garage now. No, because patience would have said, wait a minute, no. Don't park in the garage yet. Park in the front of the door, park in the driveway, but don't go in the garage, because garage says something that you don't understand. Patience will teach you. Patience will be like, slow it down. Where are you going? And why are you trying to get there so fast? See, patience helps you avoid unnecessary conflicts and misunderstanding. You know why? Because you've taken the time to build. You've taken the time to listen. You've taken the time to share. You've taken the time to create a partnership. You're taking the time to understand that this person is somebody worthy to walk this journey of life with me. It's not how can two, it's can two walk together, except they agree. The reason why these two walking together, because they agree. Yeah, because they agree. Have you taken out the time to figure out, do you agree with this person? With that person? Do you agree with this place? Do you agree with how they see the world? Patience will say, hey, calm down. Don't, Kathy and Tyrone sitting in the tree. No, calm down. Learn, enjoy the journey, because they just might not be what you think they are. And patience will reveal that to you if you give patience the opportunity to do her perfect, whole, and complete work, so that when it's done, you're lacking nothing. That even if it doesn't work, you can live with and or without them, because patience has taught you how to appreciate you and other people. But if you don't want to listen, patience helps you take the journey that you have to take, even if you got to take that journey by yourself. Yeah. Patience helps you develop resilience, your bounce back ability. Patience helps you develop adaptability, because sometimes we come into situations in life and we are so inflexible. You know what I'm talking about, Culture Call. We got to have things our way, and we got to have it the way we want to have it. And we got to do this, and we got to do it because that's the way my mama raised me, and that's the way my daddy raised me. My granddaddy did the same thing. And so, yeah. And you don't even understand that you've been held in generational hostage. And maybe it's time for the generations to change. And patience will get you to understand why that change is necessary. Yeah. It will help you. It will help you endure through challenging situations, setbacks. Patience will help you not break down and fall out and, lose your mind, your peace, your joy. Patience is like, okay, it's okay. If I didn't get it this time, then I guess I'm not ready. I guess it's not ready. Maybe I just wait a while longer. Let me just keeping my attitude right. Let me work on my prayer life. Let me work on my meditation. Let me get myself together. That's what it does. It helps you navigate the development of the development of delays, and so that you'll learn how to bounce back. You'll learn how to be stronger, so you won't lose your hope or you won't give up. I talk to people almost every other day, and when I talk to them, sometimes they look in such despair, and I'm like, "What's wrong? How come it ain't happened yet? How come it ain't come yet? How come this ain't happening? How come?" And they want to know how come. That's their vocabulary. That's the main phrase in their language. How come this ain't happening? How come this? And they're waiting. They're holding time as a hostage to their desires. And time is like, are you going to trust me? Time is like, okay, I know when it's time. I know when you're ready. And patience says, okay, while you're waiting, let me help you get ready. So you won't lose it when you get it. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what patience does. Patience helps us develop that kind of problem-solving skills because patience knows that sometimes the answer ain't always easy. Yeah. And you got to settle down, clear your mind. I'm talking to somebody right now. You got to settle down and clear your mind so you can think this thing through. Yes. So you can analyze it and be objective. Get your emotions out of it. They didn't mean it how you think, how you heard it. They didn't mean it how you felt it. Yeah. See, patience helps you back up, breathe. Now look at it. Look at what they said and say it how they said it. Don't say it how you heard it. Say it how they said it. Right? See, because sometimes our emotions will amplify things. Well, you said such and so to me, and you shouldn't. Why are you talking? I didn't even say it like that. I didn't even say it like that. I didn't. Why are you hearing it like that? Because you're impatient. Patience will tell you, back up off of that. That's not how they said it. That's how you felt it. Did y'all hear that? I said, that's not how they said it. That's how you felt it. And patience will say, let's get these feelings in check so that you can learn how to solve this problem. Right? So you can look at it objectively, that you can explore a different level of solutions and you can find a creative way to handle this problem that's going on in your life, this situation. But you're just so ready because, again, you got to watch it. Patience will deal with your emotions. Some of y'all don't like that. Do not like it. Patience will tell you that's not what they said. Why are you hearing it like that? Yes. See, patience ain't just waiting. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Shall mount on wings, and he shall run and not be weary, shall not walk and not faint. Yeah. Patience is not just wait on the Lord and be of good courage, and he shall strengthen. No, that's not just what patience starts working on the inside of you and telling you about you. You. That's right. That you want everybody else to be so patient with you. But you have no patience for anyone else. Yes. You want everybody to be patient with you. But you want everybody, you want to, come on, get it. Let's go. How come you? No. Patience will get you to see that, hey, everyone deserves the dignity of development. Everyone deserves not to experience rash rebukes and harmful corrections simply because they didn't do something when you wanted them to do it. Patience will say, consider yourself. Patience will always start with you. That's right. Culture Call, what's your long-term goals? Because you're not going to get there with short-term thinking. Let's try it again. What are your long-term goals? What are they? Because you're not going to get there with short-term thinking. Short-term thinking tells us that you don't have patience at all. And you're going to sabotage long-term goals because of short-term thinking. I want it now. You got to have it now. Some of you right now are frustrated with life because it ain't happened now or by your clock and or your calendar. And that's a shame because you could be right on the precipice of something that's literally going to change your life, turn it all around. Yeah, you could be on the brink of something great, but because your long-term plan, or your better yet, your long-term planning is so deficient, is so weak, and your short-term mind always upends your long-term plans. Yeah. When you set your long-term goals, then you back up and say, okay, it might take this much, but here is where I want to be in 5 years. Here's where I want to be in 10 years. And you be patient with yourself. You give yourself the consideration to develop. You give yourself the consideration, and not just yourself and others to develop. Give consideration for the team to develop. And then the people on the team to develop. And then the process and the procedures that you're going to need to get to that goal. But that short-term thinking oftentimes hijacks long-term planning because you got to have it right now. Right. And you know what that tells me? That tells me you lack self-control. And that is one of the number one things that patience works on. Self-control. Listen, I want to hear from you. 205-752. Yeah. 205-752-1800. That's right. 4800. Lost my number. 205-752-4800. I was reading this thing, and I was like reading this app, and I was like, wait a minute. That's not the right number. No, it's 205-752-4800. I want to hear from you. I want to hear how you're handling this patience conversation. Yeah. I want to know if I ruffled your feathers or not. That's what I want to know. Or definitely, you can hit me up on the app. That's what I want you to do. Hit me up on the app and let me know what you're thinking. Am I hitting the ball out of the park, or am I messing up? Have I made you mad, or have I made you glad, or given you something to think about? Listen, this is the Culture Call with L. Spencer Smith right here on Praise 93.3 FM. Gotta take a break. Go get you some water, get you some coffee. Be right back. Don't miss it.
This is a world premiere.
Hey, family, and we are back right here on the Culture Call with L. Spencer Smith, Praise 93.3 FM. And we are having a wonderful day talking about patience. Got a little bit more to go. I want to share with you to make sure that this week you start off with a deep inhale. A deep inhale. That's right. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. And now slowly exhale. That's right. Do that. Do that over and over again, especially when you feel anxiety creeping up on your back. Make sure that you do that. Make sure that patience, work on me. Patience, do what I need you to do. Patience, help me out today. Have you ever been in that spot where you have to say, patience, help me out today? Because if you don't, guess what? If you don't, it's going to be not such a great day. And I understand it. All of us get there. But let patience have her perfect work. Stop and think about it. Stop and think about that. What on the inside of you needs work? Yeah. What on the inside of you concerning timing needs work? That's where patience is targeting. That's where patience assignment is. It's to work on that thing on the inside of you that gets out of kilter and not cooperate with time and timing. That's where patience begins to, sit down and say, let me instruct you a little bit. Are you ready here? You think you're ready here? You sure? No, let's look at that. Patience will make sure that when the process is over, you are fully ready. Body, soul, and spirit. Gift, talent, character, integrity. Yes. Patience makes sure that you are definitely well-rounded. Y'all, give me a call, 205-752-4800. That's right. I want to know how you're feeling about it, or you can hit me up on the app. Definitely that Praise 93.3 app, free 99 app that you've already downloaded. Let me know what you are thinking. And I believe this morning we've got Miss Joyce. Are you on, Miss Joyce?
Yes, I'm on the app. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good today.
What you got good for me today?
And I'd like to I like your program today, what you got with patience.
Yes, ma'am.
And I got a good comment for you.
Yes.
God bless your spirit.
Go ahead.
I didn't have patience.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to have it. And I prayed for patience. And when I prayed for it, I went through all kind of changes.
Mm-hmm.
But after I went through all them changes, patience taught me and learned me some good common sense.
There you go.
Learned me what to do, how to do it, and when not to do it. And learned me to be silent and keep my mouth shut and look, listen, and learn.
That's right.
It will educate you. It's a gift from our Father in heaven.
That's right.
And we all need it.
All need patience. Thank you, Miss Joyce. You were wonderful today. Thank you. As always, you keep dropping those nuggets of wisdom. I appreciate you, darling. Listen, y'all, I'm telling you, that patience, as Miss Joyce just said, will give you wisdom. Wisdom. It will educate you. That's right. That's why I said the text in James says, let patience have her perfect work. Some translations say it's perfect work. But the reality is it's working. Patience has a necessary work inside of you to do. Absolutely. A lot of times when I read that text, I like to back up into it, because it says, brethren, count it all joy. There it goes. When you fall into various trials, when things start happening, count it all joy, because the test of faith is producing patience. And patience has a perfect work to do. That means when you get in a situation, when you get in a place of anxiety, when you get into a trial or a circumstance that you can't face, here's what it does. Your faith begins to release patience to tell you, back up, calm down, why you're worrying. Yeah, that's what the book says. What you worrying for? How you going to add another? Can worry add to your height? What are you worrying about all this stuff for? This is what Jesus taught. What are you worrying about? You can't control it. So then back up off of it. You can't make the time go no faster. You can't make the time go no slower. You can't make the people come. You can't make the people leave. You can't make them stay. You can't do all of that. So chill and let patience work on you. Patience will give you an education that will produce wisdom. Wisdom. That's right. Patience will make you wise. Like Miss Joyce said, that she didn't have it, but when she prayed, things started happening. That the test started coming, the test of time, the test of pressure. Because you're not going to learn without some kind of instructional test, some kind of pressure. And some of you who are listening to me this morning, you're in that moment right now and you're about to give up. You're trying to throw in the towel. You're thinking about throwing in the towel, and patience says you better not. You got a lesson to learn. Show up for class. Show up for class. Yeah. Why are you still mad? Why are you still upset? Why are you still anxious? Why are you still rushing this? Why are you in such a hurry? Are you expecting to die soon? What is that? What is it? What is this thing that's causing you to be there? Oh, you want more money. Oh, you want more notoriety, more platform. You want to live comfortably. I get it. Yeah. But do you understand that there's some things that you got to know before you even get there? See, getting there is too late to learn the lessons that you need to know once you get there. Yeah. You want to be a millionaire now, but you need to start working on what it takes to be one, because learning about money, learning about investments, learning about currency is too late to learn once you have the $1 million in your hand. Do you put $1 million in the bank? Huh? What do you know how to steward well over what you've been given? But you want it though. I want it. I got to have it. Yeah. Do you know how much a Mercedes is? Not to buy, but to keep up. Huh? A Lamborghini, a Ferrari, a Porsche, a Lexus, BMW. Do you know how much it costs to do that? Most people who buy those cars don't keep them. Don't keep them. Because that way they look good. Folks, oh man, you got a smooth ride. Yeah. But then them tires mess up, or that oil has to be changed, or them brakes. Let me tell you the truth, especially if you get that sports package, that the 2 front tires are not the same size as the 2 back tires. And yeah, you got to change out all 4 tires, and you can't put no cheap tire on a Mercedes, right? You're talking about $800,000-$900,000 a tire to keep that move, to keep that smooth ride. That's what you want right now? Working how you working? Right? See, again, patience will say, hey, back up, calm down. Let's learn. Let's be a good steward over what we currently have. Don't lose your mind. Don't lose your joy. Don't lose your peace because you don't have what you think you need right now. Let me teach you about time management. Let me teach you about that. Let me teach you about how to manage your time. Let me teach you, patience will say, let me teach you how to say no. Let me teach you how to say no. Because sometimes, opportunities and obligations turn into obstacles because they divert and distract your attention on what you really need to be focusing on. And so the way that you protect yourself is that you got to learn how to say no without guilt. Patience teaches you that. Patience will pull you back and hold you back and say, wait a minute. You might need to say no. Have you had any me time today? Have you had any time for just you? Have you had any journaling time? Have you had any prayer time today? Yeah. Have you had that? That's important. You see what I'm saying? That is very important. And so, yeah, patience has a work to do. And so we've got to learn how not to be, imprisoned by this culture of instant gratification. Instant gratification. Everything now is microwave, fast food, right? And all of that develops the impatience. All of that, it's that whole, let's get it quick. It's to get a doctorate in a year. It's all of that. It's all that you started preaching today, and now you're an archbishop tomorrow. You're a senior pastor tomorrow. You're the moderator 2 weeks from now. You just figure out where Matthew was because of instant gratification. And we get swooped up. We get swooped up with people who have been produced by instant gratification, who've been produced too quick. We love instant grits. When I grew up, it took grits a while to cook. One of my favorite things was to look at the grits bubble. Then my grandmama would come and pour a little milk. My daddy would put a little pat of butter in it, Absolutely. And I rebuke all of y'all talking about sugar in grits. Let's not even go there. Okay? That's not what we do. We put a little salt in it, a little butter in it. If you want to really be fancy, a little eclectic, you sprinkle some cheddar cheese in it and, eat with some fish or whatever. That's what we did in South Carolina. But now you can put the grits in the microwave. 5 minutes, grits done. No, sir. Yeah, that grits is different than the grits you got to wait a while. You got to wait for that water to get into. Yeah. See, we live in a time of instant gratification, and it's ruining us. It's causing us to overlook patience, that element of growth and development and maturity that we need. Yeah. There's some things you just have to do by the step-by-step process. Patience gets you to appreciate, gets you to appreciate every step. Every step matters, Culture Call. Every step. Every step. That's harder to teach in this generation when they see now, technology and, AI and all this kind of stuff and, artificial intelligence and everything, that we're living in a world that's ceasing to be real. Yeah, because everything is so quick. Everything is so fast. Somebody right now while I'm talking is sitting behind a computer trying to figure out how to reverse time. Not just stop it, but reverse it. And what is that going to do? Yeah, I know we're afraid of getting older and all those kinds of things. But really, the fact of the matter is no matter how much we dye our hair and no matter how much we get our faces done and our bodies done, you know what? Time is still going forward. And what patience will say is like, hey, every day, take it one step at a time. Every day. I don't care how many wrinkles you have. I don't care how many gray hairs come in. That's a part of the process. And I know you're running away from it. But yeah. And when you're supposed to be old, there's a certain grace and a beauty when you get older to allow that age to reveal itself in your physical body, in your mind, in your comments, in your conversation, that rather. Right? There's some particular beauty that is there, that God has assigned to that. Right? Because you look really, really interesting being 85 with a head full of black hair, a black beard, and walking on a cane. Do you look? Yeah, that's an interesting look. There's something graceful about getting older, about allowing time to cooperate with you. And patience can teach you how to appreciate every phase of your life. So you won't regret it. You'll learn the lessons. Wisdom will come. And like Miss Joyce said, you will be educated in life. And you got grandchildren and children to think about. Children and grandchildren, great-grandchildren prayerfully to think about. Patience is helping you be complete, entire, and lacking nothing. Listen, this is L. Spencer Smith, yours truly, right here on the Culture Call, Praise 93.3. It's been an amazing day. I see the runway. We're about to land this plane. Got a few more things to do, but I need you to keep it right here and stay with me. Don't miss it.
This is the world premiere.
Family, it's been a wonderful day. And I'm super excited about this week for you, aren't you? Yeah. Listen, as we've been talking about patience today, I've been hoping that, or I've hoped rather, that you've gleaned something so very important. That patience has a work to do in your life. Patience has something that it is trying to accomplish, and you have to allow it to happen. St. Augustine said, patience is the companion of wisdom. Patience is the companion of wisdom. That while patience is at work on the inside of us, working on our spirit, making sure that we live in a peaceful and a righteous, in a sacred kind of way, while it works on our mind, that we live in a place of silence and calm, that we are clear, while it works on our body, it brings our organs into alignment, it brings our blood pressure and all those things that are necessary for us to have a healthy life. As it brings all of that in alignment, it's teaching us, it's educating us, it's bringing wisdom to our world. And the text says, wisdom is the principal thing. And with all our getting of wisdom, get an understanding. Patience helps you to begin to understand the process, the development, the growth. It all doesn't happen overnight. that patience helps us divorce ourselves and disconnect our entire being away from this idea, this unhealthy idea of instant gratification. Patience teaches us the lessons that we will learn as we appreciate the journey of life. Life is not lived in just one day. It is not. I know we wish it was, but no. It's lived by you learning how and I learning how to embrace every moment. Yeah. See, because patience is not the ability to wait, but it's how you act. Yeah, while you wait. Change your disposition, change your mindset, change your attitude. I know you don't want to do it, bro. Calm down. Sis, come on, chill out. Change your attitude. Things are getting better. You're growing up. Yeah, but let patience do the work. Yeah. Like St. Aug said, absolutely. Patience is the companion of wisdom. If you're going to be wise, then you're going to have to learn how to live a life of patience. Listen, this is L. Spencer Smith right here on the Culture Call on Praise 93.3. It's my time to go. Oh, I know. Don't cry. Dry your eyes. We'll be back tomorrow. It's going to be a wonderful day. Listen, as my grandmama and my mama would always say at the end of every phone call, I love you a bushel. I love you a peck, and I love you a hug around the neck. Until we are together again on another episode of the Culture Call, be at peace with everyone. Let patience have a perfect work, and make sure that you do a little something for yourself to make you smile. Until then, we love you. Peace.